this video, I'm going to show you how to create accounts for your staff. We begin by clicking on User Management from this navigation pane. As you can see on this Invented Schools User Management page, there are two types of account. So we have the School DP Staff account, which is for people such as yourself, so that's DP leads and DPOs. We've also got the General Staff account, which has a much more limited level of access. So the first thing to do is to think about who in school you're going to give an account to. And really, it should be anyone who has access to personal data, whether that is student or staff data. A little rule of thumb is that if a member of staff has an account within your management information system, for example SIMS, then they really should have an account on here as well. By far, the quickest and easiest way of creating your user accounts is via XOD, which stands for Export on Demand. And that will talk directly to your management information system, and it will create the accounts in your GDPRiS portal for you. Now, that isn't automatically set up on here, so if you would like us to enable XOD on your portal, please give us a call or email us using the details you're going to see at the end of this video. Alternatively, if you don't want to go down the XOD route, the next way to create your accounts is using our little template. All you need to do in here is just to pop in staff first and last names and their email address, which you then repeat because it becomes their username. And if any of these members of staff need to have DP staff level of access, you just pop a little X in any of these boxes. Having done that, save it to your desktop. Click on Import from Spreadsheet. Upload. Click on the document we need and open it. And then we click on Import. What that'll do then is to generate a list of all the staff you've created an account for, and they'll all have this little black box next to them. But leave that for the time being, as it's to do with activation, and there are a couple of things you'll need to do before you're ready to activate them. Let me first show you where you can access the template. So we come back to the navigation pane, click on Documents and Training. We then click on the GDPRiS folder and then the support site. From here we click on Knowledge Base and scroll down to User Management under Quick Guides. And if we scroll down this page, the template is just there. Having imported your list of users, the first thing concerns your DP staff. Now, when they log in for the first time, they're going to be asked to type in their verification code. And it's this code that's at the top right-hand corner of your user management page. It's unique to your school or MAP, and it doesn't ever change, but you will need to give it to your DP staff via an internal email just to make sure that they can get logged in. The next thing we recommend is that you categorize your staff. Let me just show you what I mean by that. If I click on the pencil mark next to a member of staff, a pop-up appears that shows their account details. And all I need to do is just to come down to where it says Select Category and left click. And that then gives me a list of all the different roles that you might find in school. And it's just a question then of clicking on all of the ones that are relevant to this member of staff. So in this particular example, I'm going to say that they are admin. And I'm going to click on Save. It's absolutely fine to click on more than one category, and the reason you're categorizing your staff is it's going to save you a lot of time when you come to do your work on suppliers, which we're going to cover in a later video. So, having categorized your staff, now you're ready to activate them, and it really is nice and simple. All you do is to click on the black box at the top of the row. And that pops a little tick into anyone that hasn't been activated. And all we do then is we click on this Activate Selected Users button. But a word of warning, as soon as you do that, that's going to send these members of staff an email with their login details. So probably a good idea to mention GDPRiS and this email in a briefing or something, because the last thing you want is lots of members of staff having deleted it by accident. So if you're ready, we click on Activate Selected Users. And don't worry that it still marks them as being disabled. It's going to show that until they log in for the first time. Last thing to say about activation is that you'll need to do it page by page. So if you've got a lot of users that you're creating, what you're going to see is up to 20 per page. If you do it for the first page, you then come to these pagination numbers and you do the same process again for your next page. If you haven't gone down the XOD route and you have staff leave or join you during the academic year, you can simply delete user accounts and create them manually. Let's go back to page 1, show you how we take somebody off. So let's get rid of Zoe Ball, and I literally just click on this icon here. And to add a member of staff, I click on Add New, pop in their name, their email address. I select the role that I want them to have. So do I want them to have a general staff account or a DP staff? I'm going to say that this is general staff, and I'm going to categorise Trevor and say that he is a teacher, and I click on Save. Now, because I created him as general staff, as soon as I clicked Save, that will have sent out his login details to him. If I'd have created him as a DP member of staff, I click on Save, but this time look, there's an Activate button.